big order of strawberries, and so I'm gonna make pound cake so the kids can eat those strawberries up so they don't go bad. Strawberries don't really keep very long. So, as usual, first thing I gotta clean out the counter because it's never clean. I've never used this recipe before. It's by Nora Cooks, and I really like her recipes, but I don't have the vegan options for making it vegan, like Nora Cook's recipe is. So I'm going to use some dairy options. I'm not going to put eggs in it. I don't have eggs. I don't ever buy eggs. We have chickens next door that I could use the eggs, but I don't. And so, let's get to it. Nora Cook's recipe also calls for lemon. I'm not going to make it lemon flavored because that would require a lemon, and I have no lemon. So we're making do with what we got. It is a beautiful rainy day here, and the temperature outside is 73 degrees, which is amazing. No kids are in the kitchen right now, so hopefully I can just get stuff done without having to do other stuff. Hey, Rook. Vegan chia seed pudding. Oh, I love it. I love vegan chia seed pudding. I like it. I put a little bit of vanilla and a little bit of caramel extract, and it is over the top. It is so good. It is just really good. Yes, and it is a very nice thing to have for breakfast. So, what's your weather like there, Rook? Oh my goodness, there's the recipe. Okay, I need a bowl. Let's see. I think I'm going to use this bowl. It's a bigger bowl, but I'm not really sure how much this is going to make. Softened butter, real thing, real butter. Preheat the oven to 350 degrees. First thing. And, oh, it's hot there, Rook. I'm sorry. You're already at 80. Ugh. Yeah, you're 2 hours earlier than us. Yeah, like I said, it's 73 degrees here. It is beautiful. It's been drizzling all morning. Occasional little thunder. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And of course, I don't have to go out and water anything, which is really nice because mosquitoes. And I hate mosquitoes. So anyway, yeah. All right, so I'm going to stick this this butter in the bowl as per the recipe. And I think it's 1 cup of sugar. Yeah, 1 cup of granulated sugar. And we're not putting lemon zest in. That would be the next thing. We're not putting lemon extract in. We're putting vanilla, and I think I'm going to put a little bit of almond flavor, just because I think it really brings out the sweetness and the vanilla flavor. Jana, I am making pound cake. I'm taking, and this is kind of a twist. I'm taking a vegan recipe, and I'm gonna add regular butter. I have added regular butter, dairy butter, and she calls for, this is Nora Cooks, she calls for vegan sour cream. I'm gonna add dairy yogurt because it's what I've got. So I'm just making do with what I got. Hey, Jose. Okay, let's see. Sugar, and then we need the vanilla, and I'm gonna put the almond extract in. and I've said before, my favorite extracts. I keep them in the box because it reduces the amount of light that they're exposed to, because even though the bottles are dark, when they're exposed to light, it actually reduces the flavor of them, and so we don't want to do that. But because I'm cheap and I cook so much, I use imitation vanilla unless I'm making something really special. We're going to put in a teaspoon of vanilla and a teaspoon of almond extract. I think the combination is really good. There's that. Ordinarily, I like to lay out what I'm going to put in something so I don't forget it. I was at my brother's house in January, and I was going to make him a vegan cake. I was so excited to make this vegan cake for him, and I forgot salt. And let me just tell you, a cake without salt, you wouldn't think that that would matter. It was horrible. It was really awful. He said it was fine. He didn't know what he was missing because the salt really would have made it. Okay, the next thing is we need that cup of vegan sour cream. We don't have it, so we're going to put yogurt in it. I'm using Greek yogurt because it's what I've got, and that's what I do. I make do. It calls for 1 cup. Let's see here. Got kind of a disaster going on. A lot of the food I make is vegan, just because that's the way it works out. But I'm strictly vegetarian, like strictly vegetarian. I do not eat Jell-O. It's made from animal products. I check ingredients on the back of containers to make sure I don't sneaking in sardines or something, but I do use dairy. So this is not unusual for me to have this dairy here. Because it will go much faster. Rook says, I had a Mennonite friend who always used unsalted butter and didn't add salt to any of her cookings. It made a huge difference. Did she say it made a huge difference in a positive way or a negative way? Hey, Jose in the Philippines. Yeah, I think salt is important. I think it adds something for flavor. And also I know in the case of bread, like there are different regions in Italy where they do not. Oh, I see. Rook says she liked it. I did not. There are different regions in Italy where they make the bread without any salt, and then in others they use salt. And people have really divided on that and their opinions about it, but it actually makes a difference in the texture and how long it takes to rise. It's really important. So I like salt. I put salt in. Now I'm going to get out the mixer, the hand mixer. It's electric, but and so that it will go faster. Get some of this stuff out of here. I always feel like I'm rushing. I'm rushing, rush. And I shouldn't, because I have no reason to rush. None whatsoever. Okay, it's going to get loud. So, fun fact that you may not have known is that the reason why you do all this beforehand, and you can blend the heck out of it, you can just really blast it with the blender or the mixer, is because when you go to add the flour, you don't want to mix it too thoroughly because it will make it tough. And if it's tough, it won't rise as much. In the case of certain things like biscuits, they really are not any good. They just don't taste as good. They have a different texture. So that is one reason. So I'm going to run this through the mixer again because that butter was not quite as soft as maybe it should have been to do this to start it. So hang on. Okay. So we have that mixed up. Now we're going to add 2 cups of flour, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, and a 1/4 teaspoon salt. Now, the reason why you add more baking powder or baking soda when you're making vegan things or things that don't contain eggs is because the eggs actually contribute to it rising, and we're not putting eggs in it, so we don't have the benefit of that. So we're going to add that full tablespoon of baking powder and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Baking powder. Salt. One and two. And again, we're not going to mix the heck out of it. We're just going to mix it until it's incorporated and we don't have any dry flour in there because we don't want it to be tough and we want it to rise nice. And make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, so here's one thing that I didn't consider, and I'm going to add a little bit of vinegar in here because vinegar helps that baking powder rise in the absence of eggs, and any acid would do it. Also, the lemon juice would have, and because this was intended to be a lemon pound cake, I think that it probably, that lemon that was added in the original recipe probably helped that to rise. So I'm going to add just a little bit of vinegar and we'll go from there. Okay. And believe it or not, you do not taste vinegar in baked goods that have been, it's been added to help it rise. Absolutely do not taste it. Okay. Make sure we got no little dry spots of flour in there. Now it's a pretty thick dough. It's pretty thick. And I've never made this recipe before, so let's hope that it works out well. Look at that. Spoon is standing up in there. Okay, this I think is a little smaller than a regular loaf pan, but I usually make bread in really long ones. I'm gonna make it in this and hope that it works and we don't have a problem with it overflowing. most important things, and Rook can correct me on this. Oh yes, I do love this bowl, Rook. I think it's just great. It's big enough to mix, and it's got the pour spout. Okay, so I think that the most important thing that everyone should know about cooking, and I think Rook will agree with me on this, is just try it. Just do something. And maybe it's a work out. It's not like you sold your firstborn into slavery. You just try it. Just figure it out as you go, and maybe it'll be good, and then you'll have a new skill or a new idea that you can try out in the future. Maybe it won't work out. We're going to see if this recipe works out good, and hopefully it will. For one reason, we have a lot of strawberries that we would like to eat with pound cake. Yeah, that is some thick stuff. And other than the lemon juice, but we replaced that with vinegar. Other than the lemon juice, this is exactly what she called for as far as volumes and consistency. It's not like she called for milk or anything or water. So we shall see. I think hydration of the mixture probably makes a difference as far as the denseness of it. And I know pound cake is supposed to be very dense. So that's one thing that maybe is going on here. Try and squish it down into the pan. It's very thick. And smooth it out so it's not quite so bumpy on top. Let's see. Ah! Okay. $3.50. Yes, we did that. Oh, did I lose it? I did. Gotta get back to it. I saved my recipes on Pinterest, and you can find them on Salt of the Earth Press on Pinterest. And pretty much anything I make, that's where it is. Okay, let's get back to the recipe. One of the things I absolutely hate about recipes online is that they make you go through their whole life story, or how they developed the recipe, or whether their children ever had chicken pox. It's really crazy. I don't know why they do that. Oh, actually, I do know. I do know. It's because they want you to go through their whole website or their whole web page and get exposed to every single ad they've got on there. Okay. $3.50. $3.50 for how long, Nora? 45 to 55 minutes. Okay, 45 to 55 minutes. Okay, that's set. And now it's just hurry up and wait. And I think a kid's coming in. I think we got a child coming this way. You're going to hear the bang at the door. It's Spencer. Hey, Spencer.
I'm going to need something comfortable for today.
He's changing his clothes. Well, thank you very much. This was a short one, but that's okay. And I will post the picture of the finished. Huh?
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to anybody who wants to talk to me. I'm talking to a live video. Do you want to say hi?
Hi, guys.
They can't see your face. You have to go right there. Get that out of your face.
Hi, guys. It's me, Spencer.
So do you know what I just made, Spencer? I just mixed up a pound cake. Pound cake is what you put strawberries on, because we have all the lovely strawberries. So we can cut them up on there and then have strawberry pound cake. Wouldn't that be good? Woo, on a rainy day.
La 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 la. Now I'm gonna go get changed.
Okay, so he's going to go get changed. I'm going to go and clean up. Oh, Rook said, "Hey Spencer, I'm going to go clean up the mess I just made, and I'll take a picture of the pound cake when it's done. And please cross your fingers that it turns out okay, because really we got to eat those strawberries, and strawberries are always a lot better when they're on pound cake or shortcake. And yeah, I hope so. Bye. Thanks for coming along.